between Skunk Piss and Heineken, which owns the European distribution of this Foster. Yes. Yeah. Amen. Amen. This right here, this will make a Baptist out of the center. Looks like that's good. Get there.
This ain't bad either, Richard.
Founded in Melbourne in 1888 by two American brothers, William and Ralph Foster of New York, no less, who happened to own a refrigeration plant, which was necessary to brew beer in Australia's hot climate. They sold brewery the following year and returned to the United States. So now isn't that shit? Now we know that
I never knew that, but I'm drinking New York beer.
Heineken International owns the European distribution rights, including in the UK. And Molson Coors owns the distribution rights for it in Canada. And now that Molson, not Molson, Labatt, oh, that's when I'm up here in Canada, that's what I do in my hand. This is pretty damn good. Good night. Good here. LA. So it wasn't anything. I don't know, that's all I know. That's all I'll say that I know that night. Good day, Mike. That is good. But it goes to show you, it says here, in May 2011, Foster Group Treasury Wine Estates unit was spun off into a separate company. The first day of trading saw its share price soaring, she was valuing the separate entity at $2.2 billion. Lord, yes, Lord have mercy. The money we spend on. In September 2011, the board of Foster's agreed to a takeover bid by FAB Miller, valuing the company at a $9.9 billion Australian, which was the equivalent at the time of $10.2 billion US, or 6.5 billion pounds. For people in the UK, measure your money by the weight, pound. Foster Group Limited shares, blah, 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 that's not really relevant. But Foster's seems like a pretty good beer. Sells more in the United States than it does in Australia, and it sells a lot more in the United Kingdom than it does in Australia or the United States. So, Foster's is not Australian, although it tastes pretty damn good. I'm gonna got that glass.
Well, there's 315 million Yankees in America, and there's, I think, 65 million Pommies in the UK, and there's only 22 million Australians. And there's probably not even 2 million living in Melbourne, and Melbourne's where they brew it and drink it. So that's why more Foster's gets brewed and drunk in the UK and in the USA than out here. Funny, isn't it? I tend not to drink Foster's myself because they don't make anything that's over 5%. And when I drink, it's because I enjoy the idea of getting drunk.
And in reality, damn near all of it, just sat around, getting yourself pissed at the See, I've learned, what is that, British English, the Queen's English? I got pissed the other night. Pissed tonight. That means drunk for viewers in the United States. Oh, and somebody asked me about my flag with the dollar sign on it. Why do I have the dollar sign on it? Oh, they seen me in the convenience store the other day. I get the gas. Why you got that dollar sign on that flag? I think that's what they disrespectful. Now, I'm not the smallest man in town. I'm 6'4", pushing 300 pounds. And this little color he wasn't even 6 foot tall. About big as round as a bear can. But he didn't like my, you discredited the flag. Why you got that dollar sign like your mark on the flag? I said, 2 reasons, motherfucker. One, it's my fucking flag. 2, that dollar sign symbolizes the control that corporate America has over the United States of America. You think this is your country, son? You ain't shit. You are a commodity, labor, or commodity, just like coal, gas, whatever else they need to produce, whatever they're going to produce and sell. You are a commodity. And not at high demand either, because they've got cheaper labor in Indonesia, Central and South America, India, and wherever else they want to take their factories and companies and all that. You can't blame the Democrats for that shit. You got to blame all of them, the Republicans and the Democrats. They're all slimy, maggot-filled, gut buckets. Certain Republicans and Democrats make you want to vomit. But anyhow, there's your malt liquor video. So this is in the United States, this is what is the volume here? This is a 24-ounce can. Let's see, lager beer.
Be lucky to be 4%.
See my vision's going. It's like 5.4 or something like that, Chris. 5.4? I have to look. I know in the United Kingdom and Europe, what they sell is this version of this over there. They say is 4.0.
That's more like it.
I guess they realize that we're a little bit stouter on our drinking over here than those little fellas over there in Europe and Europa or whatever it's called. And I don't know what y'all's version of it is, but it's pretty damn good. I know this is 4.5, I believe is what it says.
4.5, that's it.
I don't have my glasses and I ain't smoking joints since this morning, so my vision ain't as good as it should be. Oh, that's pretty damn good. I'm gonna head the hell out of this. See that? Right there. See that? That's one little old damn hair. Believe it, that to be is great. was on a lot, and George the poet, Killer was out. All you fellows have a good one.
Well, there you go, YouTube. That's the first time I've ever tried to drink a Trans-Pacific beer through the tubes. Seems to have worked out pretty well. Richard Mann at Refried Bean Dip in Florida, in the excited states of Norte Armed Americano, drinking Foster's, brewed and bottled in America, but globally supposed to be the Australian beer. And me sitting here at South Dundee Heights, drinking Dundee Pale Ale, brewed and bottled in New York. Isn't it a wonderful little global village that we live in? Yeah, Richard, I knew the Foster's wasn't going to come up to the 5%, and to be malt liquor, it's got to be 5%. That's the dispensation that we received from the YTDC, the YouTube drinking community, for those of us who are outside the United States, Hawaii and Alaska, who are trying to make a malt liquor video. But I reckon a not malt liquor video made with Foster's bought in America, addressed to me in Australia, that's pretty cool. I like that. Thank you very much, Richard. What with you making a NML MLV, and I get that on the same day that Indiana Bones made a clip about the Spitfires not in Burma. And here's the thing. I was sitting here in the hut reading the Aeroplane Monthly while I was working the inboxes, and this is the latest Aeroplane Monthly. It's what are we looking at? February 2013. So this one would have been at the printers in early January, and it would have been on sale in England in the middle of January. And here on page 7, Richard, you've actually got an incredibly optimistic article written and published back during the very small window of time during which the British aviation establishment, historical establishment, was forced to politely accept the idea that so much money was being thrown at the Burma Spitfires dig project that it had to be treated as if it was news and as if it was going to come up with something good. So I guess tomorrow I'll be making another malt liquor video to Indiana Bones, and we'll try and have a bit of a laugh at this article. So, warbles on a lot to refried bean dip as I sit here. In my underpants and t-shirt, drinking beer in front of the blast furnace. Because outside, would you believe, it's raining again. Spitting gently. Not raining heavily. But enough that it's good to have a little bit of a fire at 21 minutes past 22 hours at night. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao. Thanks, Richard.